Okay, this is Mario once again with MIA Microflight, and uh, for the viewers who have been following my videos recently on my short videos on this particular project, the Stotage Mini 2. Yeah, I've been doing these modifications. Well, I've done this bit before, but I'm doing it to the second one. This stuff has been sitting in a box, so I want to clear that. I want to clean that up and just move on. I am using these containers, coffee containers, is my containers for these parts. I'm recycling this, and this is I've shown this before. I have quite a bit of these throughout the years that I've employed in as containers for nuts, bolts, things of that nature that you can store on these things. I also made a rack for these specific rack that holds these on an angle, and I have that in my shed, and I have that also in my shop that I use for holding tools. Great containers. These are made out of polyethylene or polypropylene. Is typical for these type of containers, food containers like coffee containers, milk jugs, juice containers. So this is how I recycle these things, and you can clean this further, just by peeling it off, taking your time. But actually, I want to dump all these parts that are kind of loosey-goosey here that I've been making for these my mini. These are wheels for that you can employ on 1S LiPo aircraft or even larger ones, if you don't mind the size. But that's what a wheel looks like, with a tire. This is kind of a rough tire. It's not a final version. I'll show you a nicer one here. You can achieve something like that just with foam. The matte foam is used for exercise mats. You can just you can die cut these, or you can cut them in a number of ways. I have tools that I developed to cut this specifically, and I also show that in some other of my YouTube videos. You can check that out. I don't hide these things, how I do these things, because it's really not really that big of a deal to do these things. Even the model for the 3D printed part is, if you can work your way around a CAD program, you can certainly do your own little wheels and parts in 3D printed form, as many people do. But this video is about the container. This is how I store things, and I recycle, make use of these containers. So I will be dumping this. I'll probably fill this because I'm going to do another run here, and just make use of this filament here. I may as well just use the whole thing and fill this can. What I'm going to do with these wheels, I don't know. I'll probably give them away or sell them. But just wanted to capture this on